Have you ever felt that delightful tingle of excitement just before boarding a plane or stepping onto a cruise deck, only to have a tiny voice whisper, "Am I really prepared for this journey?" For travelers over 70, that whisper carries important wisdom. Today, we're going to turn it into practical guidance, so you can keep moving boldly toward every postcard-worthy skyline without worry. Think of this video as a friendly travel companion who pours you a cup of tea, looks you in the eye, and says, "Let's make sure you feel safe, confident, and strong out there." We'll explore 7 silent dangers that often hide beneath the excitement of new places. Hazards many seniors never notice until they become painful memories. But fear not. With a few simple preparations, you can defuse each risk before it has a chance to spoil your adventure. We'll share relatable stories from fellow travelers, doctor-backed tips you can implement right away, and reassuring checklists you can screenshot for your next trip. By the end, you'll know exactly how to keep your health, your wallet, and your peace of mind intact while still collecting breathtaking moments. So settle in. Maybe grab a cozy blanket or that travel scrapbook you've been meaning to fill, and let's chart a path that keeps every upcoming journey joyful. Ready? Then let's embark together, starting with a threat that sneaks into your water bottle when you least expect it. Because every mile you travel deserves to sparkle with energy and contentment. Danger number 1, dehydration, the thirst you don't feel. Imagine you're strolling through Rome on a bright spring morning. The Trevi fountain sparkles, and the air is pleasantly cool. Yet by noon, you feel suddenly lightheaded. The culprit may be dehydration, a stealthy threat because our sense of thirst dulls as we age. Even seasoned travelers like Marta, an energetic 75-year-old who visited Italy last year, found herself fainting while waiting for gelato simply because she'd sipped only an espresso since breakfast. Doctors explain that older bodies hold less water in their cells, so just a few hours of sightseeing can upset blood pressure and kidney function. The fix is surprisingly easy. Carry a refillable half-liter bottle and set a phone reminder to drink every hour on the hour. Choose water or a low-sugar electrolyte drink and take steady, small gulps. Chugging large amounts at once can flush essential minerals. If you dislike plain water, drop in a lemon slice or a pinch of salt to encourage absorption. Pack rehydration tablets in your day bag. They weigh less than a passport, yet can save your vacation. Also note that airplane cabin air is drier than most deserts, so begin sipping before you even taxi from the gate. Your cells will thank you. Practical pointer. Aim to finish at least 2 liters each day you're on the move. 1 before lunch, 1 before bed. Arrange your sightseeing so cafes or public fountains punctuate the path, turning hydration into a pleasant ritual rather than a chore. When Marta tried this on her second week in Rome, she noticed clearer thinking, smoother digestion, and fewer muscle cramps during her nightly strolls. The small expense of frequent restroom stops is a bargain compared with hospital fees for an 4-drip. Remind companions to check the color of their urine. Pale straw means you're on track. Darker hues signal a pit stop. If you take diuretics or blood pressure medication, consult your physician about how much fluid you personally need and whether to adjust schedules on high-activity days. Lastly, print a simple hydration log and tuck it behind your phone case. Crossing off boxes can be strangely satisfying and serves as proof of commitment when loved ones call to ask, "Are you drinking enough?" Sip smart, stay bright, and relish every memory you're collecting abroad. Supplement with soups, herbal teas, and juicy fruits like oranges. Each counts toward your total. Stash 2 oral rehydration packets beside your hotel bed always. Danger number 2, deep vein thrombosis, the hidden clot. Long flights and bus rides create the perfect conditions for deep vein thrombosis, or DVT, where blood clots quietly form in your legs and can travel to the lungs. This risk climbs sharply after 70, especially if you've had surgery, cancer, or limited mobility. Take Harold, a retired librarian who flew from Jakarta to Amsterdam last autumn. He felt fine until 2 days after landing, when sudden chest pains sent him to the emergency department. Scans revealed a clot that likely started somewhere over the Indian Ocean. Doctors treated him successfully, but the scare cost 3 vacation days and a hefty bill. Preventing DVT is much simpler. Book an aisle seat so you can stand up every hour and perform ankle circles while reading the in-flight magazine. Wear graduated compression socks rated 15 to 20 millimeters of mercury. They're inexpensive and can have clot risk. Stay hydrated. Yes, that theme again. And avoid alcohol or sleeping pills that glue you to your seat. If you've been prescribed a blood thinner, take it as directed even if security lines run long. Consider asking your physician about a preventive injection for flights over 8 hours, particularly on return legs when fatigue sets in. Your legs will stay happily cooperative. Set a travel timer as your personal flight attendant. Every 60 minutes, stand, stretch, and walk the aisle to the restroom even if you don't need it. Harold now does calf raises while waiting for the lavatory, and he notices fellow passengers copy him. A small public service demonstration. Before boarding, stroll the terminal for 10 minutes instead of parking at the gate. If you rely on a wheelchair, request periodic transfer breaks so staff can help you extend and flex your knees. On road trips, choose rest areas with short nature trails. Light walking keeps circulation humming and mood bright. Pair motion with hydration and snack choices rich in omega-3 fats like unsalted almonds, which naturally reduce clotting factors. Review your medication list with a pharmacist to avoid dangerous overlaps. Over-the-counter cold remedies can thicken blood unexpectedly. Finally, memorize the early warning signs: swelling in just one calf, warmth, redness, and unexplained shortness of breath. Acting fast can turn a crisis into a mere detour on your itinerary. Keep emergency numbers and your travel insurance card in a reachable pocket, and tell a companion to nudge you awake if you miss 2 walk cycles. Ensuring accountability technology alone cannot provide extra. Danger number 3, medication mishaps. Same pills, new context. Your medicine cabinet may follow you across oceans, but time zones, new foods, and excitement can scramble the schedule you've practiced for years. Mary, an adventurous 72-year-old with diabetes, learned this in Tokyo when she took her evening insulin early by mistake after a dazzling neon street tour, leading to a frightening blood sugar crash on the subway platform. Medication mishaps are silent because the pill looks the same even when the context changes. To stay in control, pack prescriptions in clearly labeled pill organizers that separate doses by day and time. Keep an extra printed list, generic names, dosages, and conditions treated in your wallet in case local doctors need accurate information. Ask your pharmacist for an international traveler letter confirming authenticity. It smooths customs checks and speeds replacements if luggage goes astray. Use smartphone alarms set to your destination time rather than your home zone, and update them the moment you land. Never rely on airplane cabin lighting alone to signal morning or night, as those cues shift mid-flight. And always bring at least 3 spare days of medication, splitting supplies between carry-on and checked bags for redundancy. Duplicate prescriptions digitally in cloud storage for emergency pharmacy access worldwide at any time. Create a mini routine that grounds you no matter the hotel or homestay. Mary now unpacks her pill case on the bedside table, places a small flashlight beside it, and recites aloud: morning, lunch, dinner, bedtime, before sleeping. This verbal habit links destination memories with correct dosing. If you cross multiple time zones, speak to your physician beforehand about tapering or shifting medicines such as steroids or beta blockers to avoid sudden peaks. Watch for local foods that can interfere. Grapefruit juice in breakfast buffets alters many heart medications, while leafy greens can offset blood thinners. Consider using a travel pill tracking app that asks you to photograph each dose. Seeing a visual streak motivates consistency. Store liquids in zip-sealed pouches inside hard plastic cases to prevent altitude leaks. When possible, purchase bottled water to swallow tablets, as varying mineral content sometimes affects absorption. Should you forget a dose, remain calm. Consult your medication guide or a pharmacist before doubling up. Anxiety clouds judgment far more than the occasional slip. Trust your preparation, breathe steady, then step back into sightseeing joy. Keep a brightly colored sticker on your hotel door reminding you to review tomorrow's doses while checking the weather forecast and setting wake up. Danger number 4, overexertion, when ambition outruns energy. Travel itineraries packed like overstuffed suitcases can exhaust younger tourists, and fatigue strikes seniors faster and harder. Overexertion masks itself as simple tiredness until balance falters or immune systems weaken. Consider Luis, who at 71 attempted to see every gallery in the Louvre in one day. By mid-afternoon, his knees buckled on a marble staircase, luckily catching the railing. Doctors later confirmed nothing broken, but his confidence cracked. To avoid such scenarios, design a 2-on, 1-off rhythm. Plan 2 significant activities, say a museum and a stroll. Then insert one restful interlude like a cafe lunch with a view. Build cushions into schedules, allowing unexpected delights or delays without rushing. Respect your chronotype. If mornings are energetic, schedule walking tours then and book bus excursions later. Budget for occasional taxis rather than marathon subway climbs. A few euros can preserve joints for unforgettable moments. Use wearable fitness trackers not for competition, but as gentle alerts when your heart rate hovers too high for too long. Carry a compact folding stool or identify benches on your route map. Sitting 5 minutes every hour is a secret performance enhancer, not a weakness. Remember, endurance is measured across decades, not blocks between monuments or exhibits. Practice micro-rest techniques wherever you go. Luis now pauses for slow breathing before each gallery wing, inhaling 4 counts, exhaling 6, lowering blood pressure within a minute. When browsing local markets, he saves energy by leaning lightly on stalls while chatting with vendors, turning breaks into cultural exchanges. Schedule power naps of 20 minutes after lunch. Many Mediterranean hotels even provide blackout shutters perfect for siestas. Make evenings flexible. Trade crowded nightlife for rooftop views, gentle music, or journaling moments that knit memories together. Hydration and nutrition underpin stamina. Pair protein snacks like cheese sticks with complex carbs such as whole grain crackers to maintain steady energy. Stretch calves and hips nightly using a door frame for balance. Supple muscles buffer tomorrow's mileage. If joints ache, rotate ice packs and warm showers to keep inflammation low. Finally, listen to happy fatigue versus warning fatigue. The former feels pleasant and sleepy, the latter dizzy or irritable. Ending a day slightly wanting more is the secret to waking enthusiastic again. Teach companions to spot your early yawns and gently suggest a pause. Teamwork prevents stubborn pride from turning a holiday into recuperation. Make rest visible and acceptable, inspiring younger tourists around to travel wisely too. Danger number 5, tourist scams, guarding your confidence. Tourist scams can snatch more than money. They steal confidence. Seniors often exude kindness, making them prime targets for well-rehearsed schemes. When Patricia, age 76, visited Barcelona, a friendly man offered to help with her suitcase, only to demand an outrageous service fee once it was inside the taxi. Embarrassed, she paid rather than argue. Understanding common ploys transforms vulnerability into vigilance. Research your destination's top 10 scams before departure. Travel forums and embassy pages update lists frequently. Photograph important documents and store copies digitally so you can cancel cards swiftly if necessary. Wear a hidden money belt with backup cash and keep only one day's spending in an easily replaceable wallet. Use hotel safes for passports, but carry a laminated color copy for identification checks. Download offline maps so you can confirm taxi routes in real time, reducing detours. Learning a few local phrases like, how much does it cost? Dieter's price inflation. Scammers favor confused tourists. Patricia now wears a small whistle on her key ring and rehearses assertive phrases aloud each morning. Confidence projects safety. Enable location sharing on your phone with a trusted family member and agree to check-in messages at set times, continuing peace of mind during every urban stroll. Before accepting assistance, perform the two-step safety test. First, pause long enough to observe the person's body language. Second, ask a nearby official or concierge for verification. Patricia later used this method at a train station, where a supposed porter vanished when she requested ID. Book group tours through reputable agencies displaying accreditation logos, and read recent reviews. When withdrawing cash, pick ATMs attached to banks during daylight hours, covering the keypad with your wallet hand. If you need directions, approach inside a store rather than trusting random passersby. Keep phone Bluetooth off in crowded areas to avoid digital pickpocketing through rogue card readers. Develop a low-value decoy wallet containing expired cards to hand over if threatened. Most thieves will flee quickly. Should an incident occur, report it to local police even if recovery seems unlikely. Statistics drive future patrols and protect other travelers. Alert your embassy through a quick email describing what happened. Records facilitate temporary passport support. Maintain photocopies of prescriptions if stolen bags include medications, and carry a spare pair of glasses separately. Finally, celebrate small victories. Each scam you dodge reinforces wisdom earned over decades, proving clear eyes and polite firmness can outshine any trickster's theatrics always. Danger number 6. Falls, grounding your steps. Cobblestone streets, uneven temple steps, and slick cruise ship decks can transform a dream vacation into a fracture nightmare. Falls remain the leading cause of injury for seniors, yet they're also among the most preventable. Jorge, 73, slipped on wet tiles at a Thai market because he wore stylish but smooth-soled loafers. A sprained ankle sidelined him in the hotel for 4 days, his camera gathering dust. Start with footwear. Rubber-soled walking shoes with deep tread reduce slip risk by 50%, according to geriatric studies. Swap your cane tip for a fresh rubber cap before departure, and consider collapsible trekking poles for balance on trails. When booking lodging, request ground floor rooms or elevators and confirm there are grab bars in bathrooms. Darkness multiplies hazards, so pack a lightweight LED headlamp and use hotel nightlights to illuminate unfamiliar layouts. Finally, slow down. Vacation excitement can push you to hurry across lobbies. Deliberate movement keeps bones intact and sightseeing uninterrupted. Jorge now runs a 10-second foot sweep. Before stepping forward, he checks for loose gravel, puddles, or sudden curb drops. The habit, practiced daily, has spared him countless near misses across 5 continents. Simple caution outperforms expensive travel insurance every single time. Protect balance, protect joy, step mindful every single day. Create a pre-outing safety ritual. Jorge places a brightly colored wristband over watch and whispers, eyes down, core engaged, before leaving any doorway. Scan sidewalks 10 feet ahead to anticipate obstacles rather than reacting last second. Use escalator handrails fully. Fashion models may skip them, but savvy travelers grip with pride. When buses lurch away from stops, keep one foot braced forward and knees soft. Balance is a dynamic dance. In museums, choose audio guides with neck lanyards instead of handheld sets that occupy your stabilizing arm. If you drop something, ask for help instead of leaning over quickly. Sudden blood pressure changes can trigger dizziness. Nighttime city tours. Carry a compact folding cane with built-in LED. Curious onlookers will admire the innovation. Should a fall occur, stay calm. Check for pain before moving and signal staff for assistance. Knowing how to fall safely, like tucking chin and rolling onto the side, can lessen injury severity. Enroll in a local Tai Chi or balance workshop months before departing. Studies show such training reduces fall incidents by nearly 30%. Record a short daily balance diary on your phone to spot patterns early and reward progress with a celebratory delicious treat at trip's end. Danger number 7, food and water illness. Flavor without the fret. Trying exotic dishes can be the highlight of travel, Yet foodborne illness can sideline seniors faster than you can say street taco. Susan, a retired teacher of 74, indulged in raw oysters on a coastal Vietnamese tour and spent 48 unpleasant hours recovering from severe stomach cramps. Aging immune systems respond more slowly to unfamiliar bacteria, and dehydration develops quicker. The solution is not to deny flavor, but to elevate caution. Choose busy stalls where turnover is rapid, ensuring food hasn't sat at dangerous temperatures. Avoid raw seafood unless the vendor posts trusted certification. Keep hand sanitizer clipped to your bag strap and use before each meal. Boil or bottle water for drinking and toothbrushing. Carry electrolyte powder for speedy recovery if trouble strikes. Pack a small medical kit with loperamide, activated charcoal, and doctor-approved antibiotics in case symptoms escalate. Finally, listen to locals. They know which lunch spots remain gentle on sensitive stomachs. Susan now follows the peel it, cook it, or forget it rule, and she photographs menu boards for language translation apps to verify ingredients. Consulting a travel clinic beforehand earned her targeted vaccines and probiotics that lowered risk while letting her relish fully every new spice. Practical habit: follow the 60-minute observation window. When arriving in a new city, eat a small snack first, then wait an hour to assess how your stomach responds before diving into full meals. Susan uses this time to explore local pharmacies and note emergency numbers. Opt for steamed, grilled, or baked foods served piping hot. Heat above 75 degrees Celsius destroys most microbes. Order sauces on the side so you can control portions and monitor freshness. Consider probiotic yogurt at breakfast to bolster gut flora. If symptoms appear, rest immediately. Pushing through invites complications. Hydrate with oral rehydration salts mixed in bottled water and nibble bland crackers until settled. Notify companions and hotel staff who can help locate clinics quickly. Most importantly, forgive the setback. One rough day doesn't define the whole journey. Instead, treat recovery as a chance to journal highlights and plan the next gentle outing. Pack a digital thermometer to confirm fevers early, and keep a lightweight foldable kettle to boil water in your room when cafes close. Upload copies of your insurance policy to cloud storage for instant access, and memorize the universal medical phrase, "I need a doctor," in a local language for urgent, clear help wherever you may roam. Travel after 70 is not about outrunning time, it is about savoring it. By recognizing these 7 silent dangers, dehydration, DVT, medication mishaps, overexertion, scams, falls, and food illness, you convert fear into foresight and pack wisdom alongside sunscreen. Picture yourself stepping onto your next platform or pier with steady feet, hydrated cells, organized pills, rested muscles, alert eyes, balanced strides, and a calm stomach ready for local delicacies. May every sunrise greet you as a prepared, confident explorer. If these tips helped, please tap like, share the video with fellow travelers, and subscribe for more senior-focused adventure guidance for future journeys.